Yo, what up? So, Trippie Red debut album, Life's a Trip. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect going into this album. I did know I wanted to check it out though, and of course I purchased it. And with all the little songs he was previewing on Instagram Live, I had high hopes for this album. You know what I mean? I was excited. I was like, oh, okay, because for a minute it was looking a little shaky there where this nigga was kind of about to be irrelevant. You know what I mean? From everybody coming out doing that sound, you know how it's like the emo mumble rap type shit, you know what I mean? Everybody was doing that, and I'm like, damn, this nigga gonna get left in the dust. It's a couple joints that I wish he would have did. That song with Wayne, that song with Wiz Khalifa, I'm Insane. I wish he would have threw that joint on there. And it was one more where he was just rapping his ass off, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I did get Taking a Walk. I thought that song was dope. Missing My Idols. I'm hearing is that the song that he did for his freestyle double XL? If that's the case, I mean, with a beat is dope. Some of the production was fire. Um, what else on here? Of course, the three songs we already heard. You know, Dark Knight Demo. Uh, what else? What else? Wish and track 10. But other than that, man, this album was cool all the way through. It started off with Together. And when I first heard that record, I didn't know what to expect, you know, because I heard the production and I'm like, oh, it's kind of a rock type emo record. You know what I mean? The video, I ain't really feeling the video, dog. It's like, I feel like he could have did something more better than that. You know what I mean? Just him in a car riding around with certain shots of him in and out the car. And I was just like, that's kind of weak. Of course, we know we got the Wish video. I think that's dope. And he picked the original version on this album, so that was straight. Taking a Walk, I was disappointed because that's the hook that I heard on Instagram Live, and I'm like, oh shit, this shit can be fire. But it's like when you listen to the lyrics, it's like, damn, I just wish he would have put a little bit more time actually into creating some solid lyrics. You know, most of these songs is under 3 minutes, but at the same time, I feel like that was a letdown. I mean, it's still a good song. I definitely enjoy the hook, but it's just like, damn, bro, that song has some potential. Missing My Idols, of course, we already know what that's about. Forever, Ever, which was weird. I'm like, why would you pick Forever? Never mind. Featuring Young Thug and Reese LaFleur. A lot of people saying that Thug went off in the verse. I mean, I've heard better. You know what I mean? I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon like everybody else. Everybody have their different taste in music and what they like. I preferably thought this song was all right. I didn't think it was nothing too crazy, you know. And I was like, well, I went back, listened to it twice, and I was still feeling the same way. So I was just like, yeah, it's all right. Bird shit. That shit was all right. I think you gotta really listen to it more than one time, you know what I mean? Bang. That shit was kind of crazy though. Some of these beats that he chose was like dope, but I just wish he would have did something more with the song, you know what I mean? Other than that, I felt that those songs was straight. How You Feel? Hey, that shit is crazy. I like that record though. Tell me, how do you feel? Like, that shit crazy, like the emo harmonizing type side of him. You know, I was like, all right, I fuck with that shit. Dark Knight Gummo. How do you say this shit? UKA, UKA, you know, or you could, however the fuck you say that word. I don't know, like, what the fuck he was trying to say with that shit, but I was just like, I never understood the title of that. So, track 10, how you pronounce that shit? Shake It Up. This shit was mad short. It wasn't even 2 minutes, you know what I mean? And I feel like he should have put Thug on that joint. I think that would have fit perfectly. Revenge, definitely about his brother that got killed, I do believe. And I was like, do you hear that fucking sample? I'm like, this nigga, oh shit. You know what I mean? Just based on that, y'all know how I love samples. I was just like, that nigga crazy for that. And he rapping his ass off, and it's like, yo, it ain't too many of these new age mumble rappers or SoundCloud rappers, whatever you want to call them, that actually can rap like that. You know what I mean? Him and I think, what's that nigga name? YBN, Corday, whatever. Niggas can rap, you know, and that's another thing about this album where it didn't have no features like that. You know what I mean? Gore, It was good. I won't front on it. You know, I just wish it would have been longer. But the icing on the cake for this album is the last track, Underwater Fly Zone. That shit is so crazy. The minute I heard the beat, I knew I was fucking with it. And I'm like, yo, this shit is mad crazy. This is a joint you could put on if you're going for a drive or if you're just chilling, you know what I mean, in a dark corner with the headphones glaring in your ear and just got a nice blunt, sitting there chilling, thinking about life, think about anything. And it's just the great, I don't know, just a good vibe I got from it. You know what I mean? It can even be some background music if you like chilling with, you know what I mean, a beautiful young lady or something like that. But overall, man, this album, it was good. It had some disappointing moments. I would have liked to see him work with some of his peers as far as features. Production definitely was there, but I feel like it was lackluster, some of the songs. I feel like he could have worked on them a lot more, especially all the bragging and shit he was doing. But other than that, I mean, it was fair. Chart-wise, do I think this album will sell a lot? I mean, I think he was at number 2 last time I seen it, but we know Nicki came out in the gate and damn, she doing crazy numbers and shit like that. I mean, hopefully he can at least get a gold plaque, you know what I mean? A lot of his fans hoping for 1 million, but you motherfuckers gotta understand, streaming it just ain't gonna work. You gotta get out there and buy that shit. You feel me? I bought a copy off iTunes, streamed it like 5 times. If you want your artist to reach these goals and shit, you gotta go out there and support them. But overall, I give it a 7.5 out of 10, man. It's a good project, but I definitely feel like he should drop another album with all the other songs that he was previewing on Instagram Live. Because I feel like this album is like Life's a Trip, and it can, part 2 can have something to play off that. You know what I mean? Life's a Trip, but blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Because those songs, the one with Wiz, I don't think he can get the one for Wayne cleared, but he just had a lot of dope records with a lot of good features on it, and I definitely feel like he should drop that shit. Or just do a Love Letter From Me 3 and put those songs on that shit. I just feel like he need to drop those songs because some of them shits is crazy. I definitely want to hear that Insane song. Like, that shit goes so hard, bro. Like, goddamn. But other than that, man, y'all let me know what y'all thought about Trippie Redd debut album. And fuck what 6ix9ine was talking about this is his 3rd album. Nigga, this is his debut album. Don't drop the soap, bitch ass nigga. But other than that, I'ma holler at y'all, man. 1.